Welcome everyone, I'm meteorologist Thomas Patrick. It is Monday morning, just after 10:30 a.m., and we are under a weather impact alert day for snow that has been ongoing across the inland northwest already this morning. And it is starting to stick to the grass and the ground, the roads, some spots, not so much others, but we are on top of it as of this morning. So thank you very much for joining us on this KREM 2 Plus exclusive live stream. So we have 1 to 2 inches of snow as of right now. All right. And we're actually in the streaming center, so thank you, Jared. Does that sound a lot better? Excellent. So again, I'm meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Thanks again for joining us on this KREM 2 Plus live stream. 1 to 2 inches of snow expected throughout the day today, and it is already starting to stick to the ground. So we have winter weather advisories that are in effect all the way until 5 p.m. for the Spokane area and all the way until 7 a.m. tomorrow morning for areas like the Silver Valley and through Lookout Pass. So this weather event has really just begun across the inland northwest as that snow has already started to fall, at a little bit heavier of a clip after about 8 or 8:30 this morning. So it's been about 2 hours of some moderate, wet, and slightly heavier snowfall. In total, we're going to get about 1 to 2 inches of snow by the time this is all said and done across most of the inland northwest here. Slightly less totals for areas closer towards Ritzville and Moses Lake because you're just ever so slightly warmer. So you might actually get a bit of a rain-snow mix before the day is through here, as our temperatures might just warm by a degree or two. But here in Spokane, we are at 31, 32 degrees, and the snow has really started to stick very quickly. So we're going to take you to Doppler radar. You can see that the center of this precipitation is basically right on top of our metro, right over Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. So as we zoom on in, and I'll even let you all see this in full screen here, it is basically moderate snowfall right through Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and just about a county in each direction here. So it doesn't look like this snow is going to let up anytime soon here. And because of this intensity, I think the grass and the ground, the dirt, is really going to get most of our snowfall accumulations for today, which again are about 1 to 2 inches. The roads themselves, those that have been treated and those that get plenty of traffic, probably just stave off some of that snow accumulations, but I wouldn't let your guard down if you are going to be traveling across even I-90 or Highway 2 or 395. There could very well be some slushy or icy spots, especially for bridges. Those tend to be a little bit more exposed to the elements and thus tend to get that snow and ice accumulation a bit more easily when it comes to events like this, especially when we are just on the cusp of about 32 degrees. So do keep that in mind as you are hitting the roads this morning. Here's a couple of those traffic cameras. Again, I'll show you I-90 and Evergreen in its full glory out in Spokane Valley. Again, looks like it's pretty wet roadways as it stands right now, but obviously a little bit of snow accumulations just building up on the shoulder and on the side of the roads there. Meanwhile, Highway 195 as you head south of town, again, wet-ish roadways, but you see a lot more snow that has built up just on the side. It's the grass and the dirt that's definitely getting the snow accumulations right now. The roads, hopefully they will hold up, but the longer that we get this snowfall event, the more likely we're going to get at least slush on some of the roadways. And even slush, even 1 inch of slush can make things pretty slippery outside. So that's kind of your word of caution there. To our mountain passes, Lookout Pass here does have some snow and slush on the roadways right now. They will continue to get snowfall for the rest of the day today. Of course, the North Idaho mountains tend to squeeze out a little bit more moisture overall. I think their forecast is about 2 to 4 inches of snow over the next 24 hours. You see Sherman Pass, the highest elevation pass that stays open year-round, has plenty of snow and ice compacted on the roadways there. Snoqualmie is faring a little bit better. They are also right at that 32-degree mark at the peak of the mountain pass, and they're going to transition into this rain-snow mix over the next 24 hours. But at the moment, looks pretty wet. Looks like the crews are on top of the most major of those mountain passes. Now to a live look. This is live over downtown Spokane, and I actually want to show you the source in full here so it isn't so choppy like it is on our own weather graphics. There it is. That snow really started to come down a lot more quickly at about 8:30 this morning, and it has been just snowing ever since. And in this last 2 hours, we went from a completely clear scene at Riverfront Park to now a completely snow-covered scene. So all those sidewalks and even the skate ribbon itself has plenty of snowfall on it at the moment. The roads, however, you can tell that the lanes in between, or at least the kind of like the white stripe in between the lanes, is starting to accumulate a little bit of that snowfall. So we are starting to see the snow stick to the roads, whether it's icy or slushy. Again, a very close call because that temperature is at 32 degrees exactly right now at Spokane International Airport. Let's zoom in on the metro area. Also at 32 in Spokane Valley, 33 in Liberty Lake, and 32 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. That is the current temperature. And because we are riding this fine line, 1 degree could make a big difference. You see the north side of town at Whitworth at 33 degrees. Road conditions probably faring just a little bit better, but obviously that can all change as the precipitation comes down, because whether it's rain or snow, that tends to cool the air as it falls. In fact, we actually got up to 33 degrees before the snow started this morning. Since then, it actually dropped by a degree in the last hour or two. So again, 1 degree making a big difference at the moment. So we have our weather impact alert day, which will remain in effect through 5 p.m. That is to correlate with the winter weather advisory all at the same time, as you saw 1 to 2 inches of snow, broadly speaking, across most of the inland Northwest. And for any drivers that are about to hit the road, or maybe you've been taking a day at home up to this point, if you have anywhere to go, just drive a little bit carefully. Again, 1 to 2 inches of snow isn't the largest of snowstorms that we're ever going to see for the inland Northwest, but even 1 inch of snow can make things pretty slippery on the roadways pretty quickly. And we're getting the bulk of it basically right now. So to our computer modeling, this will help us give us an idea of what Doppler radar is going to look like as we move forward into the future here. And really between now and about 1 p.m. is when the bulk of this moderate but wet snowfall is going to be coming down for our metro area. So Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, we still have another 3-4 hours of snow ahead of us. So while it might be having a hard time sticking to some roads, the accumulations are definitely going to occur on the grass, which is kind of a bit closer to where our official measurements are going to come from. So the roads might fare okay, but obviously you're going to see that snow pile up more and more on the grass and the dirt surfaces here. Now, as we extend forward into the later afternoon hours, I think after 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll see most of the precipitation start to slide eastward. So North Idaho, you will still continue to see snow through about 3 to 5 p.m., but for Spokane, it will definitely wane after about 2 or 3 o'clock into this afternoon. By the time we get to about 7 o'clock tonight, most of us should start to dry out, save for the North Idaho mountains. Again, that winter weather advisory continues for the Silver Valley and Lookout Pass until tomorrow morning, but for the rest of us, the advisory should be allowed to expire after about 5 o'clock today. So again, the next couple hours are really where the bulk of all the snowfall is going to come down. The next question is it going to stick around? Yeah, for a little bit today, but not much beyond that. Low of 32 degrees means that the snow stays on the grass tonight, but not into the day tomorrow. We actually get all the way up to 38 degrees on Tuesday, and check that out, 47 on Wednesday. Our next storm system is an atmospheric river. That's that warmer and wet weather pattern. So we actually have rain in the forecast, and quite a lot of it for Tuesday night. So that'll be the next storm system that we are going to be tracking beyond today. And yes, that snow will once again be melting very quickly. But for the time being, we are still under a winter weather advisory until 5 o'clock tonight for all of eastern Washington and North Idaho. 1 to 2 inches of snow is in the forecast, so make sure to stay tuned to KREM 2. We'll be live on the noon broadcast in just over an hour here, so make sure to tune into that for the very latest on Doppler radar and road conditions across the region, as that will likely be the hour that we are getting the heaviest snowfall across most of the inland Northwest, especially for the Spokane area. So make sure to stay tuned to that. I'm meteorologist Thomas Patrick. You can always follow me on all of the social media platforms for any live updates that I might push out there as well. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining this KREM 2 Plus exclusive live stream. Make sure to stay tuned for the very latest live updates, both here on this app as well as on TV and all of our KREM 2 platforms. So thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great Monday and a safe drive across the region today.
Oh man.
It's okay.
If you print it on the black and white here, tell it.